Hey, again, recognize game.
Game.
And we back, baby.
We back.
We back. Yeah, it's got carried away there, Kev.
My bad.
Hey, subscribe to the Bromancing Live YouTube channel and follow us at Bromancing Live on Instagram. And without further ado, let the Bromancing begin.
What up?
Hey, before we start, I just want to apologize real quick. I'm sorry I'm late. I just don't give a fuck. Nah, but I'm sorry I'm late because I had to do my Conor McGregor impression. No, sorry I'm late. I was watching LeBron pass Kobe for number 3 all-time scoring list.
Really?
So I was a little late.
Explains why you were late. Usually not that late.
How was that?
Well, regardless, you're usually late, but not as late as you were
Yeah,
today.
that's pretty late. So.
Honestly, there's been times where he has to come later.
Yeah. That's true.
Nah, sorry about that, but
He's got to keep the impression up, you know? The Devo thing.
But hey, LeBron passed Kobe, and I still love Kobe, so it is what it is. It is what it is, and you know.
I mean, was it worth it?
But he's a Laker,
Yeah,
so
it
you know,
was.
so yeah.
Yeah, it was.
So
I mean, they lost, but it was
he broke it in a I was sad, but he broke it with being a Laker though, so that's cool, you know. Brings pride to the city.
So basically, the top 4 all-time scoring players are Lakers. So that's
Look
dope.
at that. Look at that.
Interesting.
Crazy to know, dude. That's a little fun fact right there for y'all.
It's not gonna help you
Top
any
3 out
way.
of 4.
I don't know. Maybe it might motivate you to want to pass him, Eli. Maybe to be the top scorer too. Nah.
Probably not.
Well, with that attitude, then no. Yeah, you won't ever make it.
Oh, yeah, I love sports. So that was my little thing. That's why I was late, guys. So I apologize for that. But
that's cool.
hey, thank you for being here. We got our boy Steven back.
Yeah.
Hey.
He's back.
Esteban.
What's
Got,
up?
we got Eloy. Head of social
Eli,
media up in here.
Social media.
We got
She
Kevin.
gave us some fun stuff to. Oh, she said
Fun
something
news.
interesting today. Yeah, it was
Give us
cool.
some news.
It was really good news.
Word.
What is it, Eli?
We hit
I
300K.
don't.
It's still something, Eli. It's still
300K.
something.
300K.
It's something to celebrate.
Yeah, we came up to 300
K.
followers.
300.
300K?
followers.
Period.
Okay.
Oh, it's just 300?
Boom.
300.000.
Oh, wow. Why'd y'all get me excited? That was 300K. No.
Dude, come on. But 300, that's still something, you know?
Let's go,
300,
fellas.
300
Keep
something. I
sharing
appreciate that.
on Instagram.
Yo, keep sharing. Good
keep
looking
sharing.
out, folks.
Appreciate that, y'all.
Word.
Keep
Yeah, we appreciate everybody.
supporting us, and we'll keep doing this for y'all.
Hey, real quick, let's jump right into it, bro. Let's do what we do. Let's get that bro code. And this time, the bro code was brought to us by the lovely Eloy. So let's give her a
Yo.
drum roll, Kev.
What's a bro code? What you got?
Today's bro code is: if something tragic happens to your friend, the first thing you must do is delete their internet history.
Oh.
That's great. Honestly,
Yeah.
nah.
That's a real bro. That's a real bro.
That's a real. But you know what's
Real
even more?
game
You know what's even more real, bro?
What?
That you guys don't have to worry, because I delete my history every day.
Also,
So you guys are good, right?
covered us.
So,
dude.
so nothing's ever gonna happen.
We're
If,
covered.
if you want,
I say it.
just get rid of the cookie for me. Just do that for me, all right? No, that's it.
Delete the cookies.
Just get rid of the cookies for me. That's it. Because you can still
cash.
buy some things like that.
I stay incognito, baby.
Incognito.
Incognito mode, dog.
Incognito.
I need them.
Never get caught
Airplane
slipping.
mode.
Hey, you guys watch Curb Your Enthusiasm by any chance?
No.
I watched the Curbs. I watched the Curb ones. Like, no, I don't know about enthusiasm, but I watched Curbs, like Curb this, Curb that.
So there's a show called Curb Your Enthusiasm. The guy that created Seinfeld.
Steven, you're the best.
The guy that created right over. Sorry, dude. The guy that created Seinfeld with Jerry Seinfeld. Damn, I forgot his name. Well, the show's called Curb Your Enthusiasm.
All right.
Yeah.
And it was funny because same thing like this. His friend's kind of fat, so he was going through surgery.
Uh-huh.
And then he's like, if I don't make it, I think like he's a little older, so like not internet history, but he's like, so he gave him a key. He's like, I have a cabinet full of porno. if something major happens to me, I need you to like go to my house and take it all away.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it for me. Yeah, burn it or
That's
keep
funny.
it. Nah.
Are you-
And then I think he ends up getting caught. Funny stuff. Curb Your Enthusiasm, great show.
That's funny.
Oh,
That's more different. That's funny though, because that's hard. That's hard evidence right there. You know.
Yeah, that's physical evidence.
That's physical hard evidence
you
right
have
there.
to shred it.
Yeah, you
Or
shred it
set
or
it,
burn it.
Yeah.
So you think that's why? Look, because you know how we all have passwords on our phones and computers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like for my phone, I think there's at least one person or two that know my password. You know, but I really don't hide anything. But there's like at least like 2 people that know my password.
Right.
Right.
So I guess you gotta have it just in case, cause like when your homie dies and then
Just
You know?
gotta get the
But
phone.
do you think that your homies would do it?
Just bury the phone
me,
with them. Like, just throw the
okay.
phone
Or
in there.
like if you don't say anything, that you think that they would just do it on their own?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I mean, you can't. I mean, you can't.
No, 'cause
check.
it's something that you don't talk. You never talk about it. That's why.
Yeah.
But now that we
that's true.
mentioned it, Kev, you gonna if I die, you gonna because I almost died yesterday, guys. I don't know what I told y'all. Nah.
Shut up.
Yeah, good.
You almost died.
But I would do it. I'll delete everything you got there, bro. Don't even worry. I'll get rid of the
Good
pictures. I'll get rid of
looks.
everything.
And
All
I'll-
the cookies.
Like you never had anything.
Kevin, just do me a favor and go to a tax return from 2003. Go into that folder, and then there's gonna be a bunch of feet pics. And then just do me a favor.
That's it.
Just do me a favor. Print them all. Put them in my coffin. I'm taking that to the afterlife, baby.
That's it, dude. I'll
Taking
don't
that
worry
to
about
the
it.
grave now.
Right.
I'm just gonna stick them all right there on top of your coffin, bro. So you're
Right.
always looking at me when you're dead. Don't even worry about it, dude.
Nah,
That's a
I'm
real
just-
homie.
I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
that's a real homie.
It's all
I sent him
jokes.
with him.
I'm not even a feet guy. It's all
Imagine,
jokes.
like anthropologists like excavating like tombs or like
They open it
you know,
up.
and then they open it up and they're like, what the fuck?
You know
But
that thing? I don't know if you guys.
No,
Where they have that picture of the person who died. His is just like a slideshow of fucking feet.
Yeah.
just a bunch of feet.
Yo, why you guys assume I like feet? Nah, just kidding.
Somebody in the crowd like, oh shit, those are my
I don't think
feet.
we just
Like, what are my feet doing up there?
And they made it.
Alright.
Everybody starts recognizing their own feet.
Right.
Like, what the
Why
fuck?
do I have my feet up there? What's going on?
Little
why-
by little, they start leaving.
Yeah. Why's your feet out in the world for us to see? You know.
Yeah, why you just taking pictures of your
Oh,
feet?
That's why I respect Muslim
Check 'em.
culture. Keep it covered, baby. Nah,
Cover it all up. Nice, but yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. I
Good
delete
looks.
everything.
I got you.
Don't you
I got
worry.
Steven, Brian. I
Yeah.
got nothing to worry about.
Hey, but like I said, don't worry
got
about me. I'm good. What, Steve? I got you too. Though.
But is there
You got me
something? But not even
Incognito mode, bro. I don't.
Incognito mode, bro. We don't get caught slipping,
There's
dog.
there's no.
Wait, that's an
history.
actual thing. What
There's
is
no
that?
trail.
Yeah, have you
Really?
never?
What is that? No.
I do that at work all the time.
What?
You trying to hide from your work? What's going on?
No, they don't allow us to
Wait,
use
what?
the internet like for personal purposes. So
Right.
sometimes I gotta do homework, so I go incognito mode.
Oh
Dude,
my.
Check
I
out
haven't-
history.
I thought this.
Homework.
I thought this was a joke. I didn't know you can
No,
actually go
incognito.
incognito. But what is that? Is that like
Never
airplane
gone
mode?
Incognito.
No, what is that?
Let me show you.
Really?
Incognito mode.
Wow,
you have
I am
no-
so old
you
or
have no
something. I
trace
just
of
don't know what this
history.
Oh
is.
my god.
Incognito mode.
Ready, Kev? Look.
What?
Oh my god. Show him.
So this is regular internet, and then I just go down here. Private on Safari it has private. It doesn't say incognito mode is only for Google
Yeah,
actually.
for Google.
But
yeah.
for Safari, it's like private, and it just like is my private stuff.
I like the iPhone
That's
one though.
crazy. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
It
That's,
costs it.
I blows my mind. I blows my mind.
And I would
This
look
is-
at
Kevin, don't worry though. If you die, I'll clear for you.
Let's go.
Hey,
Yeah,
there's no time I had to
I
hide.
just
No.
recover on that end.
This, but, hey, this goes beyond the internet search history. Cause what if you have something embarrassing just in general, like
Oh.
physical.
Nah, okay.
Like for example, one time me and Kevin we had a don't ask us how we got our hand. Hey, at least we didn't pay for it. Just put it that way. But me and Kevin had a dick pump.
Oh.
We had our dick
Hey,
pump.
we were just interested. We were
Oh.
We
curious, you know.
Let's just say we used to hang out with some shady
We
people
should-
back in the day. Nah, he was a cool
Yeah,
cat.
It was cool. He was cool dude, but he hooked it up with a dick pump.
Oh,
And-
God.
And
I don't know, cause
Yeah,
I
I mean,
because I
dispose
have a
of
couple of
everything.
friends who haven't trusted me, and they're like, "Hey, if something happens to me, like you need to come to my house, cause I have like a box or I have
Oh,
like a
yeah.
chest, and I don't want my parents to find that out when they're
Yeah.
cleaning out my spot."
Right,
Like,
yeah,
Right.
And I mean, it could be like toys or whatever.
right.
It doesn't
Right.
necessarily have to be like a porn or whatever.
Yeah, it
but
doesn't
True,
be
but just
porn.
something embarrassing that
Yeah,
you
just
don't want people to
something
find out,
embarrassing,
right?
Dick pump, yeah.
Exactly.
That was funny, huh?
Yeah.
Nah, but luckily,
Yeah, but we did-
luckily we got rid of
Hey,
it.
we got rid of it. We got rid of it.
Because we don't need it, ladies. What's
That's
up?
right.
Nah, just kidding.
We pump ourselves
Nah,
up.
it was too big. It was too big. We edit it. Nah, it's good.
Oh my god.
it would just fall out.
Oh my god.
We pump it and just.
Every time I would help Kevin use it, no, I'm just kidding. I would say that line from Arnold Schwarzenegger. Pumping iron. No. I love pumping.
Yeah, but we got rid of it though. But I get what it means. You gotta get rid of things that are just embarrassing to people. I mean,
No, they pump each other up. They pump each other up.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah, pump each other
Nah,
up.
we never used it.
Never.
That's fine, because you guys got each other.
Huh?
You got each other. You don't need
That's
a pump.
exactly what I'm saying.
Word.
What are you talking
It's
about,
all-
dude?
it's all-
I think we should tell him. No,
It's all
it's good.
love, bro.
Tell him what are you talking about? Nah. What's going on?
It's
What's
all
going
love.
on? Just trying to help my boy out. No.
For real. Nah,
Yeah.
good looks, though. Good looks. I don't think I have anything embarrassing, but good looks.
I mean, I
you
wouldn't
know.
want to tell y'all. No. I think I just keep it to myself. I'll let y'all know when the time comes.
When the time
I
comes.
feel like this is
My
a great place
death.
to talk about this. What embarrassing stuff do you actually have hidden that you would want someone to
Yeah.
delete?
You're gonna start this now.
It's for everyone.
Oh, that's tough.
Yikes.
Ah.
He's like, I know they're secrets, but
You know,
can
it's
tell
funny-
us all of your secrets.
No, I'll go.
I-
I'll go. I had a box. This is not the embarrassing part, but I had a box with human fingers. No, I had a box with like
Stupid.
Fingernails.
wrestling toys. I used to collect wrestling toys,
Right.
and I had a
Word.
box. I didn't use them anymore because I turned 25, so I don't need them anymore. No, I just kidding. So I don't play with them anymore. No,
24 was on.
Cut
no,
off.
I'm not even 25. I don't know why I said 25. So I have wrestling toys. And for some reason, me and my cousin, we would buy condoms, like for some stupid reason, but they were funny condoms. They're like glow in the dark condoms or something like that. And I would keep them there because no one looked at my wrestling toy thing. And like from time to time, like I don't know how I get my hands on some like DVDs, like pornos, and I would just keep them there. Like I don't even see them because you know who uses a DVD
What
these
the
days.
fuck?
And then I had that for a while, and I never used it. But I was like, yo, like why do I have that? I just threw it away one of these days. But I kept the wrestling toys, collectibles, baby. No.
Right.
Mint condition.
Ready for sale.
Shouldn't get all like messed up with the condoms on them or something.
Some
Like
lube wrestling
lubed on them, right?
Lubed up wrestling toys.
I didn't have open condoms. No, they were sealed.
That's funny. You know what I used to do with condoms? Have you ever blown up a condom like a balloon?
And put it over your head. Nah,
Yeah.
it's-
Well,
Oh, my homie did that.
just blowing it up.
Hey, no,
Just
do
like
this.
for fun.
Hey, do this. Go on the freeway. Me and my homie did it. Go on the freeway, get a condom, kind of expand it,
Oh, yeah.
and put it out of the freeway or wherever you're driving. You're driving
Yeah,
fast.
yeah,
so you have
like
to drive
it's in
fast,
the air.
and it just blows up by itself.
Yeah.
But be careful though, because we caused a 10-car accident. No, I just kidding. No, be
Oh
careful
my
though.
god.
Yeah, I used to blow
That's
them
pretty
up,
embarrassing, right? That's pretty embarrassing.
I don't
Like-
think I have any embarrassing, to be honest.
That's what I was thinking too. I don't think I have anything yet.
any. I'm not.
I think more later on if I'll
Yeah,
get something.
I
Right.
think Steven's pretty clean.
I'm very open. I mean, like,
Steven's pretty good.
That's
That's
all I
it.
think.
Steven's just good.
I don't.
though. Also,
Oh,
I already
I mean,
told
I don't know about you, but
Nah, I probably got some things. No.
I'm
Yeah,
cleansed though.
that
I'm cleansed now, so y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. I don't know why y'all stay
Well
I mean,
quiet.
I don't worry about Brian. That's all I need to
I
worry
don't know why y'all
about.
stay quiet.
I don't know. I feel like Brian has some things.
Yeah, I do have one thing that if someone would have to delete it.
What is it? What is it, Playboy?
Huh?
What is it, Playboy?
Okay, so this was really stupid. This was when I was young. There's this picture I took, and it was
God damn it, it's a dick
it's
picture.
a legit picture. No, it's not a DP. It's not a DP.
Double penetration. That's going.
Don't-
It's something
make
close
me
to that
worry.
though. So what it is when I was in freshman year, I used to do fencing like a lot.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember
I
that.
used to do
yeah.
fencing, and I think this was when I was dating that girl. Y'all know her. She
Yeah,
ends
yeah,
with
yeah.
a
Word,
now.
word, word, word,
So
word.
I was trying to be all hot, and what I did was after one of the
He said it.
so what I tried doing
Uh-huh.
after one of our meetings was I went into the
After our
bathroom.
meetings.
And
the
yeah, after
fuck?
one of our meetings, I went into the bathroom. I took off all of the actual like fencing material and stuff off of me, and I had the sword in the bathroom with me. And I was like, huh. So, so I got really creative.
We're just sticking
and,
it up. Yeah, it's good.
I just in the spur of the moment, I grabbed the sword and I kind of put it like in front of my wang, and I took like a very like posy like look at my blade, like look at my epee blade, all that stuff, and I sent like a couple. So that's what I would need deleted.
We got you, and we got you, fam.
I have a couple of follow.
Can I see it? We're all thinking it.
No.
Nah, just kidding. We're all thinking it. Trust
No,
me.
he's like my brother. I do not want to see that.
Y'all into incest? Nah, come on.
Why did you keep it? Like, why is it still there?
Okay,
it's a good
because
thing.
okay though, here's the thing too. Like when you take pictures and you just don't look back at them for like a
Okay.
while, and then when you get a new
Like
phone,
you-
and then when you get a new phone, you gotta save all those photos. So
But,
I kind
you-
of just no, I know
you
they're
have it. You
Listen,
know
I
you
know
have
they're there
it.
somewhere. All right, I just don't know where. I just
I feel like you never got around to it.
yeah, I just never got around to it, and I know they're somewhere in this fucking laptop somewhere.
Hey,
I
whip
just
it
don't know
out.
what file they're in.
Oh my god! Imagine like
Check the tax
showing
return for
your
somebody.
computer somewhere and then like opening up accidentally that one folder.
He's like, oh, what folder is this? Dude.
You're doing a presentation.
Like,
Fancy
whoa.
picture.
Dear God,
God.
no.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I just don't know where it is. Like the thing is, like I transfer
That's
all.
the scariest
I
part.
transfer all
That
of the
is-
stuff
that is
from my
scary,
phone
that.
over to my laptop, and I just don't know where it is.
Like, do you understand that whomever is in charge of this, which is probably gonna be me, has to go through all of your folders to just delete that one stupid
Yeah.
picture?
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
just give you like a heads up. That's all that you have there.
Yeah,
She ain't gonna find nothing else.
You're finding more
Alright.
things.
Alright.
He joined a different sport and then he just like did the same thing.
It's
A football,
It's a football, soccer,
a tennis racket.
a little ping pong. No.
I can't see it. Where's
No.
Yeah, little
Nope.
paddle, little paddle.
I just kidding. That's cool, man.
That's your
That's
cousin.
cool.
I mean, that's your brother. My bad.
That's your cousin, brother. But what is she? What is it? Hey, don't worry, bro. We got you. We'll do
You
the
said it
damn
to a couple people. You said
thing. Nah, just
Just that one
just
girl.
that one person. All right, that's okay.
It's all
That's
good.
good.
that one person, but it was couple photos or just one photo.
Oh,
okay.
so you have more than one photo in there.
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Different poses though. No.
Fuck.
Did you
Did you?
I
Did you at least have fun with it?
Yeah,
Alright.
no, I had fun with
That's
it.
good, dude.
I had, like, fencing
Had
gear,
a
and I was,
whole
like,
photo
being playful and
shoot.
shit.
Nice.
I,
Nice.
I know that I have one with a mask on. I know that for sure.
Nice.
Nice.
Mask.
That's
one with the mask.
key.
Serious?
That's key.
Oh, you
Nice.
should have just done it with the. You should have just done it with the
No one
mask,
would
bro.
ever know who you are.
It's mysterious.
The mask dad.
Alright,
No, we done. We spent a little too long in that. Hey, we're gonna move on. We got another bro topic this time.
Oh god.
And then last episode, I remember we were talking about like first dates and stuff like that.
Right.
Right.
But I got a bro topic for you guys, and it's
Mhm.
while going on dates, who pays?
Oh.
I think it matters
Can I
who
set it up?
invites.
Can I
Oh.
set it up right?
No, go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah,
go.
you jumped right
Go
into
set
that,
it
Steven. I love the dog.
All right, go set it up.
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't set it up.
Stupid.
Set it
Why
up.
do
my
you do this
gosh.
all the time?
Cause I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh my. There you go,
Wanna
bro.
do it again? All right.
Yeah.
Go for it. My bad.
Let me see. I mean, it depends because for me at least, it's who invites gets to pay. I guess. Like, if I invite you, it doesn't matter if it's a girl or like a friend. If I invite the person, then my parents taught me like if you invite, you pay.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. word.
And if like it's another thing where if you pay for someone, you have to. And if you're inviting for like 4 people, you have to like try to offer at least to pay for 4. You get me?
Yeah.
Even if it's like that, but it's like something that you're
That's
sending
crazy.
out. Because if you invite somebody, like be like, hey, let's go eat. Yeah, let's go eat, and then be like, oh, I don't have my money. You gotta pay for me. And it's like,
know.
What about you,
It's
not
Pacheco?
that good.
Who pays on the first date?
Dating. I love where you're going there, Steven, but it's like mostly dating.
oh, then yeah, like, it was the same thing.
So look, I hate being old school, bro, but I think like I hated that I think the man should pay. That's me being old school.
Right.
I think the man should pay. That's what I think. I would want. I don't think the man should pay. I'm saying, but like I would want to pay.
Yeah, I mean definitely.
If I'm on a date, that's just
Yeah.
my old school upbringing, you know.
Right.
And but that's like that's kind of like the first date. I would like, oh, I got it. But I think
Yeah.
when we get to a couple days, when we get like more comfortable with each other, like we
split
wouldn't
it.
mind, splitting it, you
Yeah.
know, letting the waiter choose the car, some gay stuff. And then, oh, you choose,
Some
Yeah.
gay stuff.
Get them involved.
Yeah. Or by the time we have a shared bank account, so it won't even matter at that point who pays, because it's both our
We
money.
pay.
You're taking
Yeah,
far
we
along.
pay, you know.
Yeah.
But it's fun. No, because I don't know. I think it would be weird to ask someone too. Like that's why I kind of want to get a girl's perspective, like on a first date too. Like what does she think? Because I think I've had girls, offer like, oh, like I'll pay, and then we just end up like, oh, like just get me next time or something like.
Yeah.
But then,
Right.
but
That's
I
what
would
I would
rather
do.
like I would rather want to pay.
Right.
What about you,
So
Kevin?
It was
It's
the
a
first
man
couple
thing.
dates.
So I think I just like so I'll go on the date, and then when the check comes, I'll just see whoever reaches for it. We'll go at that point.
Interesting.
Yeah, so she goes for it, then I'll let her take care of it.
Oh.
And then nah, I'm
So
just
what he's saying
kidding.
is he want a sugar
I
mama.
say, well, we all need one, don't we? No. It wouldn't be bad having one, but not. It's just, I agree with Pacheco. More of it's a man thing. It's my chisto thing. You know what I mean? You want to be the guy to be paying it. I don't know why. I mean, it's just always like I guess I've seen my dad do it when I'm growing up.
Right, no.
And I've seen my grandpa do it. I haven't just like my mom. They don't pay, but not like I do see my mom pays for us now. I say it's just a man's
I mean,
thing.
yeah. I mean, I
A
think
guy's
too.
guy, right?
I personally think too. Also, like, yeah, you know, if it's with friends, it just means invites for me.
Right.
But if it's for like for a date, then yeah, I think I would pay.
Right.
Sure.
Like, I mean, yeah, if you go on the gate,
What about you,
I'll
Brian?
pay.
Cause you feel it.
I wouldn't be mad.
What about you, Brian?
I'm not mad. I think it's interesting that every single one of you has said like that you pay for it. Like I don't know. It's been a while since I've just dated. Like I've been in a relationship for so long, you know.
I
Like
mean,
I
but
just
you
go
are
on
in a
dates.
But you
yeah.
had a couple, you've had dates. So.
Yeah, for all of them, we literally went like, "You want to go half?" And they're like, "Yeah, I'm down for half." Like, or like,
Halfsies?
or yeah, we just literally go halfsies because that's like
Who
the
brings it?
easiest
Who
thing.
brings it up? You or her?
Either one of us. It didn't matter who.
Oh,
Like
for
it
sure.
was like we saw the check and we're like, "Do you want to go half on it?" Yeah, I guess.
If she brings it up, I'll still offer. Like, no, like I got it. You sure?
Really?
And but if she's consistent with it, because some girls they be consistent. Like I had one girl, bro. Like she did not let me buy her anything, and I was like, at first it threw me off because because I was like, oh, it shouldn't be that way. No, just kidding. But I was like, I was thrown off. I was like, damn, like you sure? She's like, nah, like it's cool. You don't gotta buy me anything. I was like, okay, cool. And I digged her for that. Like that's
Like,
dope.
honestly, it's a case to case basis. Like it depends on the person that you're dating, but also like don't be afraid to share stuff too. Like I feel like that's a good step. Like don't be afraid to share during your first date. Like if you want like to make it cheaper for both of us, or like I don't know, we just go halvesies. If she can't, then just be like, yeah, I'll pay for it. I think it just depends on the situation. Like having to say that I'll just pay for it immediately, I don't know. Like it's too overbearing. You know what I'm saying? You're basically saying like I'm probably gonna pay the next time too.
I'll do it because I'll pay. Sorry, I just say I'll do it. I'll pay because I just like to show that like in a sense, being a first date, like we keep going out or we become something. You could depend on me in a sense.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like not that like I'll be like I'll be paying everything. Well, even I will pay everything, but like I'll be like you could depend on me. You know, like you'll be safe with me, like things like that. And that's what I feel like it is
I think
when you're paying.
That's
I don't
good.
know.
I think,
Brian,
I
I wanted to ask you a question. I mean, do you think that when you are offering to pay as a guy, is it more like you are imposing exactly that,
Yeah.
that you are
That's what I'm like.
dependent and you don't want that necessarily to be it? Like, I don't want you to be dependent on me. You're your own person.
I think I want to give that person agency. I think that's why I always do like halvesies, or if that person wants to do it, I'll be like, go for it. Like honestly, okay, I've grown around women more than men. Like my dad did, like he raised me, sure. But my mom and my grandma and like my aunt, they're like the main reason why I have this sort of mindset, because it's like they taught me that they're like independent, like you know, don't do something for me if I haven't asked for it. Like, you know, if we want to go halvesies on something, let's go halvesies on it. If we can't, then let's just figure it out. I think that's just my mentality behind it. Like, personally speaking, like, I don't want to be like, you can depend on me. Because that's kind of saying, like, I'm the one that you're going to have to depend on, you know? Like, that person can be independent. But I feel like it should be something we share together. I think that's what that's what I like. I feel like we can both share the check. We can both share in purchasing something together. I think that's what I like. And it's just something
It's
of
funny.
a preference.
It's funny because it would turn me off if like a couple dates in, she just expects me to pay.
See? Yeah,
And then
right?
that would turn me off. So that's like the bad negative to it.
Exactly.
But the first couple days, like I said, bro, I feel like I would have to pay. But
So
it would like
interesting.
if she does like expect, I'm like, well, I gotta reevaluate this relationship. You know, so I don't got it like that. Cause she gotta be paid.
Girls, roll up your sleeves. We about to clean these dishes right now. No.
Girl,
Damn.
dine and
Okay.
dash,
There's nothing wrong
girl.
with cleaning
Hey,
dishes.
babe, take those heels off. You're gonna be running on those. We're gonna dine and dash.
You get ready.
Hey, bug. If you get caught, you get caught, baby. No.
So I ain't coming back. No.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Hey, but like you know what they say, snitches get stitches. So tell me,
For real,
Oh
no.
my God.
keep it quiet. No. Let's get it. So let's
What's
get a
up,
girl's
Eli?
perspective from it. What would you like from a guy?
Right.
To pay and not pay.
From a guy.
To pay or
That's a very specific.
That is
That is
the
the
question many have asked. No.
No, I mean, in first dates, I always offer to go halves or to pay. If I really like the guy, I'll offer to pay. And if he insists a lot, then I'll let him pay. But then I'm like, but I get dessert. So I make sure that
Yeah, what's
I'm
dessert?
putting
No,
an
yeah.
input in there. Stupid.
Nice. No.
Yeah, but I think it might be a little bit different too, because I do also go out with the other gender. So it's like
Yeah, how does it work there?
yeah, it's weird when it's like going out with a girl, because like some do expect you to pay, even though like we should go half. I don't know. It feels it feels more like you should go half, or like you should ask.
Yeah.
So it's weird. It's a weird dynamic when you have to go on a date with a girl and it's like, wait, wait, who pays? Like, oh shit.
You want to get
Like,
it?
no one is socially responsible to pay. So it's like, who the fuck pays? So usually
That's
goes
awkward.
halfsies, or you just offer and be like, hey,
I got it.
I get
yeah.
dinner, you get dessert. Is that cool? And then it's usually
mean,
like a mutual agreement.
Split.
I think it shows leadership, isn't it? Like, I mean, like, because you're taking lead of something.
right.
You're basically saying, I'm taking in charge of this for now. Like, I'll don't worry, I got this.
I mean,
Right.
I
And
don't
this,
know.
it goes
you
back
think-
to the whole being dependent.
you
thing.
think
Like,
women
you know,
would-
you're showing
Yeah.
it, and like for my like the way I grew up was to know not to depend on everybody depends on each other, right?
Right.
And we all work together. That's
Right.
the best way you could do it.
Because I was raised, I guess, in a machismo world. Even though the women in my family are very strong minded, they're always
Right.
like, okay, the man pays, the man takes care of you. Like,
Interesting.
it's still
Yeah.
their responsibility. Like, yeah, you can do things on your own, but like, it's not to take care of you. Like, what are they for? Kind of
Oh.
thing.
Huh.
I honestly kind of disagree, but it's again mostly coming from a mindset of a queer person
Yeah.
who is like, well, what if I end up with a girl? Like, ain't nobody
Right.
gonna
Oh.
take it. So, like,
Oh,
Care-
man.
care they-
Is it-
at that point, like,
Take charge. You like take
Uh,
charge. Yeah, be the leader. No.
But it's cause we're second generation, bro. So like, I don't think that much machismo is like some stuff is with us, but like not that much. Like I do agree, a girl could work. Like the man,
Yeah.
not only the breadwinner, you know, and stuff like that. Like she
Right.
don't gotta be washing the dishes and stuff like that. Like all that mumbo jumbo.
yeah.
I don't believe in that. The whole homosexual stuff, like bro, I could care less about that, bro. You know?
Yeah, I mean, because I don't know. It might also depend on the guy's ego, too. Because in my first serious relationship, I mean, it was 5 years of that shit where it was like, I'm gonna pay for it, like, I'm the guy, I'm gonna pay for it, or like, hey, here's
pockets.
a bunch of gifts, like, I'm paying for these. And it was like that expectation of like, oh, I'm paying for all these stuff, so all of the wrongings that I do are already paid for. Like,
Well, I mean,
beca-
if you
like,
Okay.
hey,
if
That's what he thought, but that's what he thought. Or
because that's bad. I mean, if you think about
well,
that,
not
way, that's
necessarily,
very
because
bad.
I feel like his love language was very much like giving gifts and receiving gifts.
Right.
So that's how he felt loved, and that's how he felt like he
Was
showed
giving it-
love.
yeah.
Yeah, so it was like, oh, if he did something wrong, it wasn't necessarily apologizing, but it was like, oh, here's a gift to make up for it, and I was
Oh,
just like,
okay,
no,
okay.
no, 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 no.
Okay.
I need words of affirmation. I need you to accept your wrongings.
Yeah.
But that's a whole
Right.
nother thing. And he very much believed at some point in our relationship that I was at some point not gonna work anymore, and that I was just gonna be a stay-at-home parent.
Right.
Right.
And I was very much not about that. And I don't know. Like, I guess it just depends on the person.
Yeah, cause there's other people that like my boy looked like he had big pockets, so I bet there's a girl out there that she would be down for that, like all those gifts and stuff
Well,
like
that's
that.
the
But
thing.
you just weren't that
Sometimes
girl
he was
though.
struggling, and I was like, why are you
Why?
fucking
Yeah,
doing this?
but you were. It just shows that you weren't that girl that like receiving. I was like, this is not me.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
I don't like you paying.
I-
like nah.
I
Like,
think-
Yeah,
I
and like my
halfsies.
previous relationship was good. Where we're like, hey, you pay for dinner, I'll pay for this, or like, hey, I'll pay for today, you pay next time.
I think it's a thought that counts, you know? Like, yeah, if, you know, it's one of those things where, like, yeah, if you're struggling, like, you care about this person so much, or you love this person so much that you don't really care about how what you're dealing with, that you just care about them. And seeing them receive it or seeing them smile would make you feel better,
Oh, for sure.
you know? And we'll go back to the thing that we were talking about the whole, I think it's all instincts, because, like, even animals, like, they say the male tends to take care of the female, or the male take care of the family or the things, whatever
Right.
the
Mhm.
case is. And I think that takes over a little bit of us because we're biology, you know? And I think
That's
the
true.
male wants to take care of their potential mate, right?
Right.
And in pain or doing whatever things, like the simple things, like, you know, you're walking with your girl and then like something bad happens or something like threat
Yeah.
goes around the way, you know, you puff up your chest or whatever.
Right. Word.
And then you show that you can take care of the
That's
person.
good.
And
And then you clash heads with
Exactly,
another
good.
alpha male.
right, I mean, because
You ain't taking this from me. No.
yeah, because if you're in a date,
no.
Roar.
if there was a girl and then a guy and then they go on a date and then something like a threat happens or whatever
Right.
and the guy dips,
Late.
that's
It just doesn't look
that's
good.
like, oh,
It just doesn't look good. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
So
like,
I have another question.
Okay.
So what if you find like the perfect girl? Like she got the personality, she got the body, she got like amazing family that accepts you. Like
Oh.
she's financially set. She has an education.
Nice.
However, she expects you to pay every single time and take care of her.
You just gotta learn how to adapt, baby. No, just kidding. She's
know.
100 in my book.
You make
No,
more than
Brian,
me.
you couldn't do it.
I couldn't do that because then that's putting just pressure on myself. That's very unfair to the mentality that the other person has to deal with now. Because it's like, God, she's only depending on me now. Okay, it just feels like stress. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if she is the one, why do I have to be stressed to be with the one that I love so much? Why? Like, it shouldn't be that way. Love should be incredibly simple, and it is simple. We just make it very complicated. We're biology. Like, if we feel stress, like we're gonna feel burdened being in that relationship. Now knowing that I have to pay for everything, have to make sure that she's good. No one's taking care of me. I think that's the other thing too. It's a one-way road. She's the perfect person. She's the one I love. She's everything I could ever wish for.
But
if she can't what if she's like, I'll take care of you in other ways? Like,
exactly. Well, she's taking care of me.
That's so sick.
I should
man.
take
like
care
you
of
pay
me.
for groceries, I'll maybe prepare food.
But I mean, still, like Brian's right.
No,
It can't be a
I'm
one
trying
way
to be
road.
a devil's
you know?
advocate.
Like one person can't do all the affection or all the things for one person and expect nothing to get back. You know, it has to be reciprocated back,
Word.
and it has to be a two-way road.
I guess my question is your love reciprocated if it's not financial, even though you are putting financial investment?
Can you say that in English? Nah.
Yeah,
Use that in a sentence.
So it's kind of like a business, except that it's not. So you are investing in money.
Yeah, you just give me this.
So you're investing in money in this girl, right?
Okay.
Are you saying that you feel equally loved if she invests money back, or
No.
if you're investing money, do you feel equally like they're investing in you if they invest in time, effort, love, in other ways?
Well, I think it's just her expecting that you have to pay for everything. That's the thing that
Kills me.
stopping everything.
Yeah.
You know, like I get.
I think
If
honestly,
she would want that, but like she's not like being like, oh, he's not paying, fuck, you know. Then that's something you can look over. Like if she's like, oh, I hope he pays. If he doesn't pay, it's whatever's right. If she passes it by, then that's good. But if she's like, he doesn't pay, fuck, I'm gonna leave him, whatever. That's like what, like.
for realsies.
Yeah, like
Why even do that?
Why do I have a timeshare girlfriend? Like it doesn't make sense, you know?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I like the input. Yeah, I like the input, guys. I like the input.
Yeah,
I'm
that
taking
was
it
cool.
in. That was a good question, Eloy.
Thanks.
Good one.
It gave Brian anxiety, and I'm awesome. I'm pretty excited about
You know
that.
what? I think it's because I never thought about it like that. Like, but there are people who do that,
Yeah.
and I think that's what just blew my mind.
Because I follow this YouTuber, and she's great. She's awesome, but she's like, I want a man to take care of me. Like, that's it. Like, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom at some point. Like, I need a man who's going to take care of me.
And she probably gonna find the right guy that
Yeah.
capable.
Sure.
But for me or for us, I think the first couple times, there's gonna come a point where I'm gonna be super unhappy. I'm like, do I gotta pay for this B word again? Damn, like, you know, bro. I'm gonna start like we walking. I'm like, dude, if I push her into oncoming traffic, like, no, that's a burden. Nah, just kidding.
Just break up with her, dude.
Oh, you can do that.
You gotta kill the girl, bro. Damn.
God.
Makes it even harder. Then you gotta go hide the body.
It's Kevin, what you don't get, breaking up with me is like dying, baby. No, just kidding.
Oh my.
Because you can't find anybody else.
You can't find me.
They can't find anybody else like me.
Bit. Hey, we're gonna move on, and then hey, Ryan, real quick. Remember last long podcast ago, we're going through our Spotify, seeing what we listen to.
Yeah.
And you were listening to this guy named Kevin Abstract. So it's funny you say that, bro.
Oh my god,
Real quick, shout out to the boy Alberto Palomino. He it turns out, bro, I knew who he was, but his name sounded so abstract.
Oh my.
Nah,
Stupid.
when you said his name, I didn't know who it was, but it turns out I know him. Like my boy showed me like a long time ago his music. But it's because now that I think of it, like, damn, bro, I don't know you were listening to that kind of music.
He listens to a lot of kind of music.
I listen to anything.
That's true.
But Kevin Abstract, I was like, because if you told me, oh, I listen to Beethoven, or like, oh, you know the Hamlet play, I listen to like, yeah, see, that's believable.
He listens
That was
to a lot of
believable, but
things.
like Kevin Abstract, I was like, okay, like, I was like, damn, that was thrown off.
Dude, Brian's cultured, yeah.
Come on, don't
cultured
think
like
he's
Eloise
not.
said.
Yeah.
dude.
I used to exchange music with him all the time in high
Yeah.
school.
Word.
He's a cultured boy, man.
All right, so what'd you guys ask me? What movie have I
Nothing.
seen lately? Oh, for sure. I'll let you guys know.
Oh,
I'll let you
Welcome back to Pacheco's Movie Corner.
Kevin, take it.
Fucking smooth ass transition.
It's a beautiful day in the studio. It's a beautiful day in the studio. Would you be mine? Would you be mine?
No.
My audience.
Ah,
Thank you.
dope. Thank you. Hey, welcome back.
When's
There
the
you go.
album coming?
Don't wait on it. Because it's not coming.
Don't wait on it.
Don't worry, it's not coming. But back to what you were
Alright.
So welcome back to my cinematic adventure. Let me tell you this movie, bro. This movie I watched.
What you watch?
So I watched that Hobbs and Shaw movie with Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Oh,
and,
nice.
and, Jason
Nice.
Do you want to
Statham.
see it? Do you
Handsome
want to
guy.
see it? Nice.
So, dude, when my first take was like, I don't want to watch this movie. This movie is weird, bro. I fell in love with the Fast and the Furious series, and stuff like
is
that.
it?
Yeah.
Do I love that movie? Like, I love the first one, the second one, the third one. After that,
Right.
they get a little weird. The acting gets a
Right.
little weird, but I still love them. I still hold like it deep to my heart, bro. And it's funny because like not too long ago, like 2 days ago, I was watching Fast and the Furious because
Nice.
I love Brian
Mhm.
O'Connor. What's his name? What's his
Oh.
real name? And Paul Walker.
Paul Walker,
Love
yeah.
Paul Walker, dude. So I was watching it, bro, and then dude, his acting there is so like smooth, like so hot, bro. And yeah, so I was watching it. So I put
Nice.
this movie, and let me tell you, first of all, this movie like it's an action movie. Like if you like action, you're gonna love this movie, bro. And then this is the type of movie I would go to the movies with my homies, and we would watch it. We'd have a good time. It's not no drama and stuff like that. It's no like 1917 Uncut Gem, nothing like that. But there's a lot of action, dude. It was stupid amount of action. It was like futuristic too at one point.
Nice.
So my beef with this movie, first off, was how it was
Beef.
connected to the Fast and the Furious movies. That was my problem. If that movie wasn't connected to the franchise, I think this movie would be good. Because this movie, it gets weird, bro. Like, so first of all, there's this guy. What's that beautiful black guy's name?
I don't know. There's a lot of beautiful bodies.
Yeah.
I'll just
there you go.
Evil? Something like that. All right. Bro, so he like they like do something to make him like Superman, like indestructible, bro.
Yeah, dude.
They do that, bro. And then some dumb stuff that happens, like Dwayne the Rock Johnson like pulling a helicopter chain from a tow truck while it's some stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah, the poster.
nice.
Very,
I think that's
very
believable.
unbelievable. Very
That's pretty
unbelievable.
believable.
Nah, dude, trust.
It's The Rock.
Nah, big
The
trust, baby.
Rock. No.
It's a boulder, bro.
All right.
Dope.
Nah, so you see stuff like that, and like it's unbelievable, bro. The stuff that happens, the trust, like the stuff that happens, like they have like almost like robots, bro. They have a motorcycle that follows him wherever he wants to go. Like if he wants to peel out, the motorcycle just comes. It's like a little transformer
pretty
almost,
cool.
bro. It's
That's
freaking
dope.
weird. The guns and everything, bro. So like I said, when I first, my problem was I had a connection. Steven, you're pissing me off, buddy. When I had a connection,
What?
now because I'm looking at it, like I can't control. This was like they're making love contact, and I love it.
No, I'm just saying because you say about the motorcycle following him. Have you seen a Tesla? No,
Yeah.
have you seen?
That's true.
Dude, it
That's
comes
true,
to you.
yeah.
Like, I feel I can believe the motorcycle thing. Now the helicopter thing, yeah, a little over dramatic, no doubt. Because only Captain America could do that.
little.
Okay, no.
That's
Only
right.
Captain America hold a helicopter
That's
in a
fucking right.
ledge and brings
That's
it
fucking
together.
right. That's
Yeah,
fucking
that's
right.
Captain America.
As Captain
That is
America.
fucking right.
But continue. No.
No, so okay, man. So like basically, so the first movie it started with like streetcars.
Word up.
Streetcars, bro. Like four movies later, they're like driving Bugattis, like Toretto, you're from LA, bro. Why you driving a Bugatti, dog? You've been in jail and stuff. It's just kind of like hard to believe.
I remember.
And then stuff like that. And then no, but it does make sense, Kevin, because this movie's like really like in the future, and then we're getting pretty futuristic, like already like not too advanced, but we're doing the AI and stuff like that. So I could see. So that's my only problem, that it was kind of connected to the franchise. So I didn't want to connect it. But other than that, it was a good movie, good action movie. Like my dad enjoyed it. He loves Dwayne the Rock
Thank you.
Johnson. So it was
Nice.
a good movie. I recommend if you like action movies.
All right, nice.
Cool,
Action
cool.
movies.
And that would be Pacheco's Movie Corner.
Hey.
Corner.
Right.
Bum. Dude, that seems like a good movie, though. I actually want to see it. Like that whole action thing. Like, I mean, that just adds to it. The Ring of March holding on a helicopter too. Oh, bring that thing in. And I think
Yeah.
it's funny. It's not like it.
If it's
I
not
get-
Captain America, I'm not gonna buy it.
I get it, Kevin. Chris Evans, amazing. I love it,
Yeah,
guys.
it's a good guy.
But it's cool because like I like it when he go visits his family, like in
Hawaii?
Hawaii. So he has that whole family with him, and they're all pretty big too. Like
They all look like him.
Yeah, they all look like him. It's just so funny. I only seen the trailer, but I like that one part where like he's like where he goes against the guns. He's like, Mama, where are all the guns? It was like, no, we got no guns here. No, it's just like funny
guns
voice.
kill people. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
It's just so funny. I do want to see it because of that.
That was good.
Just that one
That
scene,
scene you're talking about, bro. There was like a whole fight action scene that they had in Hawaii. It was really good.
Yeah?
Sick.
There's like a whole setup thing, right? They do like with the they use the sticks and whatnot, right, to break him up. Sticks, whatever they are. All right, huh? They're sticks. They're made out of wood. No,
They
no.
are sticks.
good.
I
And
mean,
they're
I could have
sticks.
said weapons.
Yeah, weapons.
Like
not stick.
Ah,
Stick weapon.
Hawaiian
What
weapons.
weapon?
Yeah, like a stick you get from a tree, you know.
What stick when they're a weapon themselves? You see how big they are?
Yeah, they're
You have freaking what's his face?
Seth Rollins. No. Damn it. There's another wrestler.
not Seth Rollins. I think it's the
Roman,
Rock's.
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns, dude, he can
Oh,
just spear a guy and he can break him. He can break him. That's how powerful he is. Yeah, so he's a weapon of himself.
That's nuts.
So that was pretty good. That's not bad.
Hey Kevin,
Okay.
What's up?
I went to the beach, right?
Don't do it.
I went to the
Don't
beach
do it.
and
Okay.
I saw
Don't do
a
it. No.
frog.
Don't do it.
Okay.
What kind of shoe was he wearing?
Don't do it.
What kind? What kind?
An open-toed shoe.
That's how you do that, Brian.
I knew it.
Damn, bro.
The delivery and everything. Go. You gotta
Stevens
know-
puns. Dun, 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 dun.
no.
Stevens puns.
You gotta
That's
know-
it, dude. It's commit. You gotta commit. Pun every podcast now.
Stevens, pun of the week.
Stevens pun of the week. You gotta have a pun every week now. Sorry, dude. Just like when he started talking about movies, he has a movie corner now.
I
Nah,
don't want this
Eh?
guy.
you gotta do another one, bro.
Oh, another one?
Next week.
You said
Yeah,
you
I'll
had
save it for
you
next
said you had two.
Be back for next week.
Nah, you keep for that. One pun a week.
One pun a week.
One pun a week
You're
is
gonna
all.
ki- you're
One
gonna
pun a
kill
week
this
is all
guy.
I can take. One pun a week is all I can take.
You're gonna kill this guy.
Okay,
There's a
I
limit.
can't do much than that,
There's
bro.
a
All
limit.
right, you'll kill me, right?
Oh
I'm
man.
gonna be able to stand here.
Hey, funny.
Hey, see what I said? I said stand. I'm sitting. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Come on, bro.
Look at me. Look.
Losing his marbles.
I'm a mess right now. God damn it. You ever play that marble game? You ever play that marble game back in the days?
Yeah, dude.
I think it was fun, huh?
Yeah.
Like it was just like you just hit him, and then you take some guy's marble, and
I
like.
used to bet.
But you were like it was like
This is such a
peaks.
random conversation.
I'm sorry, it
No,
just came to my head.
It's a fun game. I used
It
to.
was a
really
fun
fun
game,
game.
but it was I liked it because I would cheat because I would have like the
God.
I would
The
cheat
truth comes
because,
out.
because I would have the big marble. So like
son
so
of a-
and everybody would change their marbles, you know. So like okay, if you hit the marble or whatever, you get to keep the
Oh,
marble.
you
I was
were
like,
that-
oh shit.
You were that privileged guy.
This
Huh?
guy.
You were that privileged
I was
guy.
a Mexican guy. Yeah.
Funny story. My dad, he saw me play with one of my friends from from Everett, and I used to
Right.
like lose. So then he made, I don't know how he made it, but like my mom sells like gold and stuff, and my dad had
Oh.
leftover copper. And he,
Oh,
and he
shit.
folded, like he merged like a little tiny circle ball made out of copper.
Oh
And
shit.
he was like, play with your friends. And I was like, all right. And then they legit hit my ball and their ball flies off. Dude, I won so many Legos. Like, because in my neighborhood, we used to like bet Legos, right? Like,
Oh, word.
Like,
Oh, damn.
I was
Lego
just sling that Lego, bro.
Yeah, we used to bet Legos. We like, all right,
Word.
start, little clone trooper for Darth Vader.
Oh,
God
there's just-
damn.
And
oh, I don't have that in my collection.
Yeah. It was fun though. Like, I was like, shit.
That's not
Y'all ever
bad.
swallowed a marble?
Talking about
Yeah, that was-
cheaters.
Oh my god. I remember
Scamming kids.
no, but I've seen my sister swallow a quarter. I think it was
Oh my
funny.
god.
I know, but it's funny. It's pretty funny though.
How'd it come out? 50 cents? And
Yeah, right? No, she swallowed a quarter and then it came out to 10 cents. I'm like, what the fuck happened to the rest of the quarter now?
I owe people, dog.
Right? No, it was funny because we were doing this game, like, I don't know what we were doing, kids. But we were bored, so we were just kind of like throwing a quarter in the air, or we were doing something where our head was down, or we were like laying up or laying down, and we would just do something with a quarter. And for some reason, it would just come to our face. And so we were just taking turns going back and forth. And then she just accidentally ends up just throwing the quarter in her mouth.
No.
And I guess if she got panicked, she just ended up like, just swallowing the quarter. And it was funny. We went to the ER room to see what was happening. And the doctor was just like, nah, just give it about a week or two. She'll come right out. It'll come right out. Don't worry about it. It was just so funny. Oh, the quarter, man. Can't even believe that.
Quarters are huge.
So I try to save my quarters now.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Bank.
Did you guys ever eat dirt as a kid?
Oh.
we made mud pies, bro.
I made mud
Oh,
pies.
yeah.
You ever make mud pies?
You ever eat mud pies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never made mud pies, but I would play with dirt. I remember once being like in a soccer team, And I would like I never even played soccer, so I was just but I was like legitimately this happened. So we were playing a game. And then like I popped down and I just got the dirt and I was just playing. I was just putting it together.
Just make a little soccer ball.
I was thinking, I'm making like a volcano or something like that. I don't know what I was doing, making a home for the ants or something like.
Yeah.
And I was just there like I wasn't even playing the game.
No, but you were in the game, right?
I was in the game. I was in the game, but I was just making the dirt and like the coach didn't say nothing. Nah, coach ain't say nothing. You know, when you pay him off, they're good.
No, when you're a kid, participation, everyone gets participation.
Participation trophies, and I got a lot of those, baby.
You guys ever done like
down my trophy wall.
You guys ever done like reckless things when you're kids? Like have like injuries?
Dude, so many.
Oh
Right?
my god!
It's like you feel like nothing can touch you.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm invincible.
Yeah, dude.
Right?
I used to drop off my dad had a minivan.
Nice.
And like every time we do groceries, I used to like just grab it, throw whatever I have in the grocery bag, just throw it on the floor, and then jump on it. Basically, like try to body slam it. I guess
On the grocery stuff.
On the grocery
God
stuff.
damn.
I was so bad. My mom saw me. Like she saw me later on. She's like, you're a man. Like you costed a lot of money.
Because a lot of groceries, kid.
Yeah.
Oh, they never told you anything?
No, they were just like
Groceries, bro?
They just let you slide by like that.
No, they would catch it. If they catch it.
Oh, if they
yeah,
caught, yeah.
If I land on the bread, it's obvious,
It's
It's obvious I did it. But if I land on like a watermelon or whatever, it's like a head. No big deal.
Yeah, because I grew up like in a farm because my grandparents had a farm
Word.
in Mexico. And I remember my grandfather used to have a lot of like food storage for the horse that we had. And it was like a bunch of hay, and he will pile it up into like a good like a story high, like one story
nice.
high.
Oh, nice.
Pretty big,
Pile.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but he would have like a ladder for some reason, like right in front of it. And I remember me and my cousin getting up on top of it, so just so we could see the layout of like everything. But I'm like, dude, it's hay, like it's slippery. I could have fallen at any moment.
Yeah.
Oh, that would've
That's
hurt.
funny.
And it was pretty high, and I'm like, I
You
didn't
did
give a
some dumb
shit.
stuff, bro.
Are you a thug? You like? You a
straight
thug
thugging.
with these hay. That's
Because I
funny.
also remember like my grandparents telling me like, hey, don't go near the horse. The horse kick you anytime. Like
Yeah.
they can bite you, whatever.
Word.
And I would just be like, no,
wouldn't
he's
care,
my
yeah.
best friend.
Yeah,
And
these
I would
horses
just
are
kick it with him.
Hey, for real.
I know this horse. We made a connection.
Made a connect.
We did.
I braided his mane once, and we're good.
Maine? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's a main.
Very
Back
good.
in the day.
I know my stuff, bro. I know my
I didn't know.
vocab.
Okay. Culture.
It's funny. You say you used to climb on top. I remember once when we were building the back house right here. When my dad was building it, so they had like scaffold up. And I remember me and my friend, we went up to top of the scaffold, like the first floor. So it's like kind of like high. Yeah, it's like the top of this, like so top of the ceiling right here.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty high. So what we did, we would go to the top, and it was like a pile of dirt. So we just basically just jump off from the top into the pile of dirt. That was pretty fun though. I mean, some shit could happen, but I just like we just did it. It was not that
bro.
bad.
It's the imagination, bro.
You
It is.
you
It
don't-
is.
You feel so fun.
Shine.
There's no consequences like to you
Nah.
when you're a kid, bro.
No.
That's how you get hurt.
Bro, like I
That's
used to
the thing.
watch like Tarzan, and then
I would get hurt and I
Nice.
wouldn't care either.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I would get hurt. I'd be like, all right, I'm done.
I'm immune to pay.
I'm done.
Down, mom.
Yeah.
I won't do this
Yeah, no,
again.
I wouldn't
Just,
care.
give up.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I wouldn't care too much either and get hurt. What were you gonna say about Tarzan?
Oh yeah.
That's a lot.
Would you Tarzan it up? Were you running around with little shorts? I mean, with the little thing going
The
on.
little hard
Yeah.
loincloth.
Nah. So
Uh-huh.
there's a tree,
He's
and
like,
then
nah.
there's a tree, and there was like a branch like that you could swing from,
Nice.
and I swam from it. I would get on top, and this tree was pretty high, bro. And I got on top, and I tried to like swing from it, and the branch broke. So I kind of backflipped, and
Nice.
I fell on my arm.
Oh,
Let me go back. I backflipped. I landed. I looked at the judges. All 10.
Nice.
I landed. Luckily, I never like broke anything when I was a kid.
Me either.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
I just had some hurt. Like hurt my
Because I
back.
used to climb trees all the time too, and I'm surprised. Like I fell a couple of
Climb
times.
Yeah.
trees.
I broke an
I
arm.
never
Yeah,
climbed
I'm
trees.
not-
You broke
Because I had a cousin, he broke his
I
arm.
haven't broken
Yeah, I had a
anything.
cousin, he broke his arm and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, it's painful. He had like the whole casting. I kind of wanted to cast, I'm be real with you, just to have it because my homies
Yeah,
had it. it.
same.
But then like I was thinking
It's
about the
not
pain,
fun.
like it was like being broken,
It's
you know,
not fun.
because I already got my heart broken, you know, so I don't need anything else broken.
Stupid.
Especially because like when
Yeah,
you
bro,
break
yeah.
when you break your arm, you just like you stay still. And if you're a kid, you don't want that. Like I broke my arm when I was like 5 or 6. I don't remember, but it was a stupid way. Like I broke it riding a bike, right? And it was my first time on a bike, on a 2-wheel bike.
Right.
And I didn't even go anywhere. Like legit, just my dad let go of the thing, and then I just
Locked
to the left.
on.
I didn't even like pedal.
You didn't even move.
I didn't even.
just
I didn't-
just fell to the side.
That's not a stupid way, though, Steven.
Is that, I was
It, no,
dumb.
it would have been stupider if you were riding a unicycle. Nah, it's in part of the circus or something. Nah,
What did you do?
Give me that trash.
Fail. A unicycle.
Yeah.
And juggling and
At
falling.
the same time while you're doing it.
Oh my god.
That would have been more funny. Luckily I never broke anything. I've only gotten hits. Like once.
What's the biggest injury you had?
Third grade. Her name was Trisha. No,
Damn, bro. You've been broken, bro.
Yo.
You've been using abuse, my man.
Who hurt
Jeez,
you?
for real.
Trisha, obviously.
y'all got
Man,
it.
I don't know. I don't know what woman's gonna fix you, my man. But if she does, I know she's got a project ahead of her. All right,
If she does,
she got a project ahead
she
of her.
need like a medal, a trophy, and like a reward.
All right, for real. You give her that, all right? You give her that. Yeah, because you're broken, my man.
You better pay for every fucking meal.
And I'll do it back.
Yeah,
My cheese.
at that point, you make it. Yeah, you pay for every meal, bro. She brought you out of the hole that you were once in.
Oh.
And if she does, she deserves the world, baby. Nah, it's good.
Oh my god, it's funny, bro. No, but I was just saying. So once I was at a church, and then a ghost scratch. Nah, one time. My bad.
Yeah, don't take my thing.
No, but she sees him. They touch me. It's different. Nah.
That's true.
See, they don't get involved with you because they see when you're coming. No, you can see when they're
I
coming.
see when they're coming.
So they can't sneak up on you. Nah, I was up to the church and we were at a playground. We were just playing and it was already getting dark. And then this kid was like, "Oh, I'll race you back to like," because we had to go back to our parents where they're like eating. We're gonna go eat.
Right.
Like, all right, for sure.
Classic race.
Classic race. Simple race. But the thing with this church though, like the playground, like when it got dark. Like they only had lighting where they were eating. So like the playground didn't have light. So I was just like, fuck it. I mean, I think I should be good. So I run. And we're just running, bro. Like I'm running. Like I'm gonna beat this kid. Can't wait to rub it in his face. I was just thinking that every time I was running. He's gonna have it. And literally, like within like 10 seconds of running, a quick. It was so quick because I didn't see it coming. So I was just the right amount of height for this pole, and I ran. Boom. Dropped me so hard. I dropped so hard.
You know the first movie, the newest one, when that happened, I cracked up in the movie theaters and nobody else laughed. And I was like, that's funny.
I think I might have laughed, but yeah, just brought me back to memories. Oh shit.
I was like, that's me.
No, but that was funny. That was so funny that happened though,
It is funny.
because then like I was a huge ass mark right here.
Yeah.
But the funny thing though was like the way that they were trying to fix it, like when they were adding salt, tomato to it, like they were putting stuff to it. I was like, yo, what y'all doing? Like,
Why y'all
To
cooking
my
these?
injury,
Yeah.
it was always like manteca, which is like fat.
Flour?
oil.
oh yeah, right.
And I was like, what is that?
Why is that gonna help? How is that gonna help me? For
Like
some
now
salt?
looking back, yeah, I was like,
The parents have some funny techniques to try to fix you, bro.
Honestly, dude.
Put a tomato on me.
dude, I used to get like hurt all the time. Like I said, I used to climb on trees. I used to fall off of them all the time. Also like one time, because we would go on like a little mountain like all the time to play or just to look for stuff, to look for animals.
Right.
And one time I passed by underneath a nopal, which is like a cactus,
Oh yeah.
and I didn't clear it. So like it like scraped, and like at that time, because I was a kid, I was just playing around. I didn't feel it until like night, when I had to like go to sleep.
What?
Well, because
dang.
all of the thorns were inside my hair, so they had to like peek out every single thorn one by one. Like I do remember that. And then on middle school, one time we were playing volleyball with like my family, And my uncles were playing too. My dad was playing too. Like my mom was playing too. But it was like me and my brother who were playing because we were like a little bit older, but not quite there yet.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Right.
one time, my uncle, he hit the ball a little bit too hard, and it went way up high. And when it came down, it was coming down on me. So I tried to spike it up, but as I spiked it up, like I just felt my shoulder like pop down.
Ooh, boy.
So it dislocated. It most definitely dislocated.
Oh my
God.
But I was in middle school. I was dumb, and I was just like, "Fuck it!" I just popped it back in and kept playing. And until this day, I still feel pain in there. Like it still hurts, and I'll pop it once in a while.
Oh my god. You
Just to see how I
But
feel
like
it.
I just did
Right.
fuck.
just to feel again.
Rush.
Just get that.
No,
Maybe
it
that-
doesn't pop out of place, but it just cracks.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it'll still keep hurting.
Ouch.
But yeah, I remember like getting scraped. I have a bunch of scars on my legs of just like times that I got scraped up and like just bloody. I was a wild
You're
kid.
crazy, dog.
Yeah, some
I used to-
scars.
yeah,
Like, you
I
been
used
a
to
battle
make
or so.
Yeah, I used to make my own swings too, like out of makeshift stuff that I would find in my grandparents' house. Like I fell a couple of times because I didn't. First of all, I was a kid. I didn't know how to
So it
build
was a
things
proper
right.
swing.
Or like I will find a
So you have the
branch
schematics,
that was
right?
low enough, but that wasn't strong enough. So I popped it like down into the ground a couple of times.
man.
Like I don't know how I'm I
Kevin,
don't know how I'm
How are you?
functioning.
Kevin, that's the difference between me and you and her. Like we're just clumsy.
Yeah, it was
We're just clumsy.
clumsy,
and
bro.
she's reckless.
I was just a wildflower.
She's just a
like,
wild child,
wild.
bro.
I was
Wow.
I was a kid and I was like my first time I guess showering like in instead of bathing, taking a bath, I was showering. I was like 5 or 4, I forgot to remember the age. But legit, I was doing soap. I was the first time alone too. And, like I dropped like the shampoo gets like slippery right in the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No.
And my elbow like hits the glass, I guess.
Woo.
And then I fell on the glass, and then like it just leaves a big like glass on my arm. I saw the scar.
Oh, so you have the scar? Yeah, I seen the scar. Yeah, you got that scar.
And
It's right on the bicep.
It's right here. And,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
and like it's funny. I think about it now, and I'm like, wow, my parents didn't even take me to the hospital. like they were just like, pues no hago así nada.
I was like, hey,
Yeah,
hey,
my
here,
parents
he
didn't
hizo lomo saltado. You'll be good.
Yeah,
No. You'll be
That's
good.
my remedy.
That's crazy. Where's Steven?
Los soy sauce. Huh?
Where?
Those are my bicep right here. in the bottom.
It's right on his
Oh, that's
bicep. You,
crazy.
you ever seen that scar?
Yeah,
I always
it's a-
see it too. I
It's
always
like
notice
it's
it.
like a huge marker there.
Yeah.
It was nasty.
That's crazy how they didn't take you
That's
to the
crazy.
to the ER.
Nah, dude.
Let's say when I was a kid, like when I was sick, like you know how like these white people out here, they take their kids.
Yeah.
You know when they cough or something,
Like
they
it is,
send them
yeah.
straight- they send them straight.
Bon viva Peru.
Yeah,
Viva
Vaporu, bro.
Peru.
Yeah.
And some cough syrup or lean.
Or like
Yeah.
some tea.
Yeah.
Some tea, yeah.
Some tea. Got
And
a
then
broken arm.
manzanilla.
Drink some tea.
They'll try everything else before the hospital.
Yeah.
I make sure like I ain't making my
And
insurance.
if anything, like any of the remedies doesn't work, they're like, oh, es que te están haciendo ojo. They're giving you the bad eye. And then they're
Oh
like
my
going, you're
God.
like, you need a limpia.
Right.
That's why you won't heal. It's like,
and-
no. I won't heal because it would take me to the stupid doctor.
and if that don't work, then they'll be like, "You just lying. You ain't trying to go to school. Yeah, you're lying. You just lying.
Get up, get up.
You know, go to get your ass to
Your
school.
legs like all twisted. You're like, oh, come on, you can
Oh,
make
I
it.
can't walk. No.
Stop,
Yeah.
stop faking it.
Stop making that thing.
I'll
bro.
make you some
go.
tea. I'll fix it right up.
Now that I'm thinking about it, the biggest injury was when I got run over.
Oh, what
Oh my
the
God.
fuck? You like?
Yeah, thought about that now.
You just tell me.
What the heck?
I got hit by a car when I was like,
What the fuck?
Holy
87?
shit.
Hey, imagine like
The
2 minutes later, she's like, "Oh, you know what? Never mind. My worst injury when I fell into a crocodile pit." No, Eloy.
Keeps going up and
Just one up there, another dude.
I mean, like,
But you got ran
wild.
over. You got ran over and what? Yo,
Jesus.
it's crazy. My boy was telling me when you get ran over in Mexico, like they circle back to finish the job because it's expensive, you know. So like it's easier,
Yeah.
it's better to kill you. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
So
They circle
But what
back
happened to
finish
you?
the job.
No, because
so you are a ghost now. What happened to you?
That's what she started seeing ghosts after that. Like she went away for a little bit and she brought back. Oh, I saw God. No,
no, I actually don't remember half of it.
Oh,
oh man.
yeah, it makes
No,
sense.
no, because okay.
She's a
So
Terminator.
back in the day, my mom, it was like at the age where she would trust me to go and buy like certain things to like the corner store.
Right.
But it was like late at night. It was like maybe 8 or 9ish, And mind you, our streets at that time didn't have any like lights.
man.
It was just kind of like you turn right, you turn left, and then like you look, make sure that nothing's coming, and then you like cross, right? And it's a really small rural town, so like town, so there wasn't anything like that.
Right.
And at that time I had this dog, and the dog got out of the house when I was trying to go to the store, and it like ran. It saw another dog who we knew that the dog was kind of vicious, but my dog wanted to go towards it. And it was on the other side of the road, and I tried to go and get him.
Oh man.
And then when I was coming back from getting my dog, that's when I guess I didn't. Well, I did see on both sides. However, the person who hit me was drunk. So even though I checked, like they were coming in too fast and they came out of nowhere, and it hit me. It didn't hit the dog, so I saved the dog. Yo.
Nice.
Put your life in front of others.
No, yeah, but I guess it hit me like on the side.
Okay.
So it did hit like my eye, like close to my eye. And then I had some scratches. Good thing that kids are super malleable. Nothing was broken.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't remember like getting hit. I just remember the sirens like on top of my head, like just seeing flashes of the sirens.
You're probably concussed, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I knocked out.
Yeah.
Like I completely knocked out. Woke up for a little bit, saw like flashes.
CTE. No, that's good.
Yeah, saw like the flashes of the siren, and then passed out again, and then woke up again at like when they were doing the X-rays to just throw up. And then I just remember waking up like the next day.
I mean, look, you're crazy.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here though,
Hey man,
and not in Mexico.
hey, you hear that here? A car can't take Kilo out.
Nothing will.
Nothing will.
Well,
She say-
actually, Axel saved me from like, a couple of times almost getting run over. But yeah, I have like the worst luck ever.
Oh my God.
What's the time?
You know, stay indoors. You're not going on.
Stay in a
Just
bubble.
stay in a bubble.
Just stay in the bubble.
Just be
Yeah.
bubble boy.
Bubble boy. Oh, what a great movie.
What a great
Great
movie.
movie. Loved it.
Jake
Oh, what was
Gyllenhaal.
that guy's name? Oh, he's like,
Jake Gyllenhaal.
yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal. That's right. I fell in love with him. There it is.
From what?
Nah, from the
Bubble
Bubble Boy.
Bubble Boy.
Yeah, that's right. I fell in
Boy.
love with him. This is a good one.
What a great movie.
Me and Kevin got a. I don't know. We got a bro moment,
Oh.
but it's kind of
Ooh,
funny.
nice.
Nah, it's a dumb bro moment.
Oh.
Nah, it's an actual bro moment, and basically.
Okay.
So me and Kevin work at a Jewish grocery store, right?
Yeah.
They always say that.
And then we
God
were
damn it.
Because it's
part of the
true.
story.
It's true.
Yeah,
grocery-
preface the story.
Because I don't want people think I'm making it up, you know.
Remember.
So we're working, right? And this guy comes up to us. He's giving samples out because he's trying to push his merchandise. So he's Jewish. He's got the kippah and everything. And then Kevin he makes small talk with him, and then the guy tells Kevin like, oh yeah, my fiance. What did he tell you about his fiance?
I didn't talk with him. I was just overhearing when he was talking to other people, and he was saying oh yeah, like me and my fiance, like we've gotten this and that, like we they were talking about the product, you know, together, and so I was just I was thinking in my head, I was like, oh shit, this guy's gay.
Oh my god.
I was thinking, oh, this guy's gay. It's crazy.
So he comes
He's a
up
gay
to
Jew.
he goes up to me and he tells me that, and I'm like, and he tells me that his fiance. And it's funny too, because for a second I believed it. I was like, yeah, he's gay, I guess. And that's crazy, huh? Like you don't really see like gay Jewish people, you know, fiance. And I told Kevin, what do you think fiance means? And he's like, fiance, you know, and he's like, oh,
Like partner,
Yeah,
like the equivalent of partner,
yeah,
but
no,
like
fiance.
for-
No, he meant fiance meant men,
But
gender.
a woman,
Male.
meant a woman, not a. Oh yeah, male. My bad. Meant a
He
male.
thought it meant a male.
Meant a male because I don't know why, because I think I've always heard a woman say it. You know, I've always heard a woman say, like I've always heard her say, "Oh, it's my fiance," or this is my fiance. This is my, you know, like so I always assume like that, like it was like a gender thing. You know what I mean? Like they had like another name for women, which I didn't know what it was. What'd you say? What'd you say it was?
Beyonce.
Oh my god.
It was Beyonce. Hey, it's my fiance.
It's my
Which is way better.
Beyonce.
Which is not bad. I think we're starting something.
Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Kind of like it.
Right, but I'm so dumb too. I was thinking too, like, no, bro, it has to be fiance. Fiance is for both, bro. It has no gender.
Yeah.
Fiance
I
has no
didn't know
gender.
that. I didn't know that.
But he got you doubting.
Yeah, I was doubting like, oh, what is it? Nah, dog, I'm pretty sure it's fiance. Like, nah, I've only heard women say fiance. I'm like, Oh, because girls are weird, dog. Nah, it's
Hey, girls are weird because I always thought it was a guy thing, and
That's
that's it. That's what he was just saying.
I was
I have a
like,
fiance. I was
"Bruh,
like, oh shit, he's gay. That's cool. Oh.
it was funny, but it was more funny too, cause like we don't see like gay Jewish people. Like I don't think that's a like thing. If anything, they're closeted, you know.
Right.
So we're like, oh snap, we got the first one.
Oh
We gotta call TMZ.
Bro, this gonna get worse.
Expose it.
It's gonna go wide.
Get that fool on the shade room.
Yeah, that's funny. I also have another bro, man. It was also at the Jewish store as well too, and it was like, so we work with like nuts and candy, so I sometimes not at the same time, not at the same time. No, don't want to be mixing them in.
There's more to our job. There's more to our job.
Yeah. That and wines, whatever. But so basically, so these kids were like right there, like they were just like, oh, this candy, this is that, and I was like, so I like to be a kind, I'm like, oh, you guys want a sample? And like, you're like, oh yeah, can we get samples? Like, yeah, okay, cool, no problem. So I give them samples to each, and like they're cool. So then like about like 2 minutes later, they end up coming back with like another little kid, and like, oh yeah, this guy will give you a sample. Just ask him.
Oh my god.
So I was like, oh yeah, you want a sample too? Yeah, sure, no problem, bro. Here you go. That's how you get a sample, and they can leave. Just another 2 minutes. This kid comes back, and the kid that they had brought, he brings his brother, and he's like, hey, can my brother get some samples?
Oh my
and I was like, all right, yeah, sure, bro. I'll give you samples. Don't worry about it. So I gave him enough so like they both could share, And I was like, yeah, go ahead. And then like not even like 2 minutes later, that same kid that brought his brother comes back. He's like, yo, can I get some more samples?
Oh man.
I was like, look here, little man. Like shit.
Look here, little man.
It's one sample per kid. All right? One sample per kid. I'm gonna be nice right now, and I'm gonna give you some. I told him that I was like, look, it's only one. Like I don't want to do too much. I ain't trying to get in trouble. Yeah. So I gave him like a little bit more, and I was like I won't get in trouble from your mom or your boss or my boss. So I gave him some, and then like after that, like he didn't come back anymore. But it was just so funny. They just kept on. He kept on bringing some kids. These kids just kept on telling each other through the pipeline. Yo, got the candy sections giving out candy.
You were the candy dealer.
It remind me of that Ratatouille scene where like he tells his brother that he wants
yeah.
more rats.
Oh yeah, as more just keep coming. And at one point it's just all of them, right?
They're infested, yeah.
Like, I remember that. Yeah, it's funny.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm Ratatouille. I'm Remy.
You're Remy.
Remy, ma.
Remy. That's so funny. That's my bro moment of the week. I was just so funny.
You were a little candy dealer.
I was a little candy. I was slagging them candy. I do it because I think it's like, okay, if I give them the candy, they'll like it. Maybe they'll tell their parents.
That's smart.
They'll tell their parents, and their parents would be like, sometimes parents will just give in and they'll give them the candy. You know what I mean? Like if the kid, like if they're cool with their kid, they're not like that, like type of people, like they're not a-holes, and they'll give it to them. But if they don't, they won't. But it's just I think about it like that.
Kevin,
I think about it like a business aspect. Huh?
Kevin, you are a candy dealer because you get them hooked.
Oh my god, you are.
You son of a gun.
Yeah.
And then just keep coming back.
You get them hooked.
They just keep coming back, baby.
More kid, bring your mom.
Give me your
I got money.
Yo, tell them to get it for you.
Except that this time they were like, nah, we found a
They
loophole.
found a loophole. They found a loophole. These little bastards.
Hey, the first kid, he was just hiring these kids, and then they kept bringing the candy back to him.
Oh my god.
He was a candy pen.
Then he was just like his bunch of candies and shit. He got hustled. I got
That's
played.
crazy. You did by kids.
By kids.
By these meddling. We gotta wait to it for 10 minutes.
How much you got left, man?
We done so, bro.
112. Y'all want to end it like that?
Let's end it in a bad note. No, I'm just
A bad note.
Is it in a?
let's end it in a bad note.
The corona disease.
I got curved yesterday.
No.
Again?
Yeah.
You live and you learn.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Did you
Yeah,
really
And then you
learn?
move
I
on.
love it.
How?
By who? I mean,
By a slut,
how?
man.
How?
How?
I just shot my shot. It didn't work. Just put it that way.
What?
Oh,
No.
man.
What does
You
shooting
don't
your
be
shot
fucking
mean?
doing what you
is
do
looking
all
at the
the
girl.
time.
This happened with the last girl too.
I know. And if
But-
he didn't want to say it, and it was like we ended up saying it anyway, he just wants to get chased.
Yeah.
I think he just wanted the attention. Look, yeah, you got
He
the
knows,
attention.
he
Give it to
knows.
me.
You got the attention. But look, say it right here. You got
It's a
an
safe
ex.
space.
You got 3 experts that are pretty well in relationship. they know what to do and things like that. And see, look, look
Yeah,
at
we
that guy.
live and we're gonna learn.
And they could teach you from what they've learned. So let's
And then afterwards, you can move on. What's up?
so let's really digest this thing. I mean, digest this thing.
Let's digest it.
Let's really take it in.
Let's really take it in.
Let's really take it in
Yeah.
and see what we get out of it.
For sure.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening to the Bromancing Live podcast.
No.
It's not worth it. I was just saying it's not worth it. I'll tell you you want, but it's not worth it. It's fine.
Well, then tell us.
Alright, so
You bring it up.
I'll
Alright, then.
determine if it's worth
Okay,
it.
I'll tell you. So, nah.
Eli let you know.
So homegirl, she went out and she was looking nice, and I was kind of feeling myself, and
Okay.
me and my boy Alberto Palomino was there, so I was like, oh word. He's like, yeah, like put something you're down. I was like, oh, I think for sure. So I put something. I was like, hey, like you look good or whatever, you know. Like, but I was a little extra. I was just trying to be blunt, but I was being like a little extra, like how good she looked. And then she replied quick though, so I was pretty cool. But I was like, nah, I don't want to open it, bro. It's cool. I'll open it on my own time. Like, nah, just open it right now. And then I was like, nah, bro, like, nah, just open it. So I opened it, and all she like, I said something cute, right? All she replied was with LOL.
Oh my god.
No.
That's pretty bad.
But it's cool. Like it was, I was dead, and then I wanted to keep it to me and Beto, but it was too funny. I was like, you know what, bro, it's a joke, and I'm all about it. So like we were laughing,
Oh man.
and the two homies were sitting across from us. We're at Denny's at this moment. And then two homies were sitting across from us, and they're like, "Wow, why y'all laughing?" And then we told them, they're like, "Oh, that's funny." And I was like, "Hey, reply, LOL, question mark, trust. That's the move." I was like, "Nah, I ain't gonna reply. I ain't gonna reply."
That's not the move.
It was funny. I thought it was funny.
I mean, for the joke, it would have been the move.
Maybe, yeah, for the joke.
It's all good.
That's
Check
funny.
it.
You live and you learn.
Hey, bro, don't get curved, man. What the fuck? Nah, just
Oh, my bad.
kidding, man. Just kidding.
It's actually true. Kevin's never brought a story where he's curved. It's supposed to be Pacheco.
So what do you say, dude?
Yeah.
That's true. Last time
Sorry,
we got
bro.
to turn
Sorry.
around right when we
Yeah.
ended the podcast. Yeah.
You're right.
Wow.
That's true. That's true. I'm
Kevin's
sorry,
all
guys.
for
I just don't get
What
curved.
about you, Steven? Have you ever done
I'm all
curves?
no.
Have I ever gotten curved?
Yeah.
I would think so. Yeah, I got curved a couple times. You know.
Hey, you live and you learn.
Hey, happens to
bro.
the best of us, but not me.
Yeah,
Happens to
but
the
I
best
mean,
of us.
it's not like a huge curve where I'm like, you know, I talk to somebody, I'm like,
Shut
hey,
up,
what's
Kevin.
up, you know, like, and they're like,
Hey, what's up, bro?
But it's
What's
just like,
up?
it's just like
LOL.
like a slow decline of like.
So what
curve.
you're saying is like I got curved, but not like Pacheco status curved.
Well, I don't know. no, I don't want to say that.
I mean, I've gotten sentences. I don't get.
No.
I get words.
No, not even like that.
I'm just kidding, bro.
We're joking.
Nah, it's cool.
It
It was funny.
Why you getting red?
Cool,
Am I
and
getting
then
red?
you
Oh, bad.
His own
like
face
moved
is red.
away when he tried to touch you. What do you mean it's cool? It's not cool.
Cause that from you didn't hear what he said. I don't get curved.
I don't.
But we all know
That's
that
true.
he does.
Take your batting average.
Once in a while. Once in a blue moon.
Hey, sometimes he throw me curveballs, sometimes he throw me straight balls. What can
Kevin's
I
a
say?
straight up hitter, bro. He hits everything.
Oh, dude. See, that's why you keep coming back.
Dude, I like you, bro.
That's why
Hype
you
him
keep
up. Hype him up. Go ahead.
I like hyping him up. Look at him.
Blow that fool's head.
Look at him. Looks good.
Just give me big.
That was worth it. That was worth it.
I'm glad y'all laughed on my page. Nah, it's good. No, it was funny. It was funny.
Hopefully, they stay to the end.
Heal up, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I'll be at Tejano's after, fellas. Nah. Join me for a drink.
I hope she listens.
Some back, LOL.
so we're gonna end it off like this, y'all. Thank you for listening for this episode. It was a pleasure. It was an honor to be in your ear. Thank
What
you.
is going on?
In your ear, in your car, in your wherever you listen to
your
us at.
Alexa.
All right.
In your Alexa. Anywhere, dude.
Yeah, Alexa, that's
your
right.
car.
Thank you.
Don't discriminate.
Phone.
Google Homes too.
Deuces.
Yeah, Google Home.
Peace.
Peace.